My advice for teenagers, as a teenager myself, I'm currently 17 years old right now. But my advice is pretty simple. Live the present moment as much as you can. Because someday the world will make us its robots. Of course, we have to work, we have to survive. That's why live the present moment and enjoy the time you have as much as you can. But know your limits on the things you most enjoy. Okay? Please live the present moment. This is also the advice that I am embodying right now, or I am following. I am living the present moment because I don't want to regret in future that I didn't. I'm just enjoying to be a teenager, and maybe when next year I'm manifesting to the universe next year, things will get so much, not really better, more exciting. I want to get out there. I want to learn new things in the outside world because my entire life has been inside this house, my parents' house. I'm thankful that I got to know myself in wait, what am I saying? I am very grateful that I got to know myself in staying here. I didn't load or I didn't demand that why I am not outside there like my batchmates. Why am I not living my life like drinking, partying with my fellow teenagers? But what I see, the beauty is I know myself well and I know what to do. That's why I make better decisions. And I'm currently trying to upskill because I know that I can use that. I can monetize those skills. And someday it will help my future self. This world is very materialistic right now. That's why shifting your perspective in things is really important. I think as a teenager, we don't have to define success as having the material needs, but rather getting our needs met, such as good health, and not letting the society dictate what should we do or dictate what is our limit, if you know what I mean. Keep creating all keep creating artworks, keep taking photographs, keep creating your music. Maybe it's not public or it's not published in radios or magazines, or your art is not in the museum, but keep creating. I saw that actually in my IG, and why do I feel this is not a genuine advice? But I feel this is a genuine advice. Live the present moment. Because let me tell you, things do really get better. You just have to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Romanticizing your life as a teenager helps you a lot. Even your status is not the same, like me, it's not the same as my batchmates who get to party and drink out there and then enjoy traveling, adventures. You can be so grateful to a lot of things. You just have to pause and look around you because you could have less of those things. Let's stay optimistic. Let's stay grateful because being grateful gives us genuine happiness. I learned this from journaling, but one of my learnings or a learning experience in journaling is things have more impact if you learn it by yourself, because or if you learn it through pain, because you will always remember the pain, you will always remember the lessons from that pain. That's why it's so beautiful, because that specific pain you feel on that, you will find a beautiful lesson. You will have a beautiful lesson after the pain you are experiencing or experienced. Yes. So I'm currently actually following advice from Reddit. So to filter out advice, let me tell you, you don't need to follow any advice. But this advice, I think it's important because most adults regret not living in the present moment, at the same time not doing what they're passionate about, or not doing what their heart wants. I know that it's a privilege to do what your heart wants because it requires money, but you know, push it. Push it. Because someday we will all be gone. We will be forgotten in the history. You know, if we don't become something big, we're just going to be another simple history. And isn't it boring, right? So do something you love. Do something that expands your future. Okay? With the correct mindset, with the correct perspective, everything will fall into the right place. As I was talking earlier, you don't need to follow every advice. You have to filter out advice. And in order to do that, I just learned this in Reddit. You have to use your natural intuition, and your natural intuition is actually there. It's called natural intuition. What you need to do is train it by trying to follow advice that feels correct and that is talking to your situation right now. I know it's not being easy to be alive. I know it's not. But actually, you still have your greatest advantage in this life, which is your inner child. If he's broken, heal. It's your responsibility to heal. If he's abused, heal. Because healing, yes, it takes time, but it makes things so much better. It's actually kinda feeling sad and empty in this house because there's only four of us here: my mom, my dad, and my sister, and me. My niece and nephews are in their parents. Yeah, it's time to take necessary steps to become Bayuguin, I guess. Because the power of drag, I'm. This is a quote by RuPaul. You can use the power of drag when you're out of drag, and I think that is so beautiful. So, yes, goodbye, and thank you for listening to this. Do not forget to live the present moment and capture the moments, but live the moment, okay? Bye. I'm just I'm currently making my performance task in RW. I was assigned in rational and objectives in project proposal. I am still not finished. Oh no, my partner just messaged me.